Do y'all remember how we used to act when our mom didn't come home on time?
Dude, no, that's fact. And then you text them and they not even responding, bro. What's good, YouTube? Today we're gonna be looking at relatable Roblox story times. All right, without further ado, let's get started.
Why the f is it that the one day your dad's not at work, the whole vibe of the house just collapses?
Facts.
Like, I love the man truly, but when I wake up and hear dishes clank,
Bro, I feel like I lived in one of those households where if you make one little mistake, your ass is gonna get in trouble. Like, there's no leeway for mistakes. If you're not always 100% on timing, you're cooked.
and power tools in the distance instead of silence, I already know my day is over. I haven't even opened my eyes yet, and I can feel the
15 hours of unpaid labor.
Do y'all parents make y'all clean? My parents didn't, luckily. I ain't gonna lie, we lived in one of those traditional households. Like, don't get me wrong, I still had to throw the trash can. I feel like that's what most men do. All we're really sanctioned with is like cleaning our rooms and then just throwing out the trash. In y'all opinion, what is the worst chore? I ain't gonna lie, it gotta be dishes, bro. I don't even like cleaning my own dish. I know that sounds lazy as hell, but I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, bro. If it comes to washing a dish or just picking up a new clean dish, I'm gonna pick up the new clean dish, bro.
creeping into my bones. I had big plans, man. I was gonna wake up at noon, eat breakfast at 2 p.m., and game until my eyeballs dried out. But no. This man looks me dead in the eyes and says,
Get ready. We've got a lot to do today.
Huh? We? Who is we? Suddenly, I'm being dragged into errands.
Y'all parents ever tell y'all that I give you a house, you have a roof to stay in, all of that? Yes, because you have no choice. Did we forget about parental duties? Like, you decided to birth me into this world. Yeah, you have no choice. It's either that or you're gonna neglect me and then boom, CPS is gonna collect me and you're gonna go to jail maybe. Next step, what do we got?
Was going to the doctor as a kid basically just my mom cosplaying as me. Like the doctor would ask me a question. A very simple, direct question.
No, real I never even thought of that. Yo, anytime I talk to the doctor, I swear it was like my mom was like my candidate. Like, I don't even know what's happening to myself. My mom knows more about me than I do. Oh, you got that answer? Like, the doctor would be facing me and then my mom would just answer. I'm like, yo, what's going on? Am I tripping? Or if there's anything wrong with the child, your mom wants to like speak up and give like excuses. Like, oh yeah, no, we be doing this, we be doing that. Like, yo, bro, you ain't gotta lie. I'm neglected and it's okay.
And I'd immediately look at my mom like I was on trial and she was my lawyer. Doctor, how are you feeling today?
Me looking over at my mom. What brings
You in. Mom, take it away.
No, real talk.
She knows. She always knows. When did the symptoms start? My mom.
Dude, everyone knows that canon event of getting a shot. And it's like, bro, no matter what, you tell your parents, yo, what are we going to the nurse for? Like, oh, it's just gonna be a quick checkup. And then you're like, hold on, what are you busting out? I swear to God, I feel like this is like the adult equivalent to busting out a bust out a needle. Oh, no, it's nothing. I'm like, no, that's not nothing. That is a whole ass needle. I always hated that.
That answer as well. And she just starts rattling off my entire life story like she rehearsed this in the car. He's had a sore throat since Wednesday, mild fever yesterday, hasn't been eating breakfast, and he's allergic to penicillin. Like, why are moms built with 200 terabytes of medical memory? And then the doctor has the audacity to turn back to me like, is that right? And I'm just
nodding like an NPC in a video.
Real talk. Anything my mom says, yep.
like, yeah, she got it. She's my spokesperson. I'm just here for moral support.
All right, next up.
Why the f does my autocorrect always trying to start beef with me? I'll be texting something simple like OMW, and this demonic little keyboard has the audacity to change it to
On my way.
Am I the only one that turned off autocorrect? If anything, I'm one of those people that, bro, I like typing in all lowercase letters. Once you start changing your text to all lowercase letters, I feel like you're just more cool. Like when you don't care about punctuation. All I'm saying, for the love of God, to anyone that types YU, stop. Bro, that gotta be the original form of rage bait. Because that is one of the most ghetto things you could do. Bro, if you're gonna put YU, you might as well just put U, like the letter U. Stop. YU gotta be the most ghettoist text you could ever send. And then there's some people that don't even know the difference between your and you are. Please, y'all. That type of English is not complicated. And there's people that don't know the difference between there, and there. Bro, you are 20 years old and you're still using the wrong there. Lock in, bro.
Like, who told you to be that enthusiastic?
Now it looks like I'm pulling up in a sundress, skipping through a field of wildflowers, with a big old, goofy, jolly smile on my face. I'm literally sitting on my bed with one sock on, debating if I even want to leave. There is zero joy in my movement. Why?
Now, y'all also want to know what's a terrible feeling when it comes to texting? Y'all ever like text someone and anticipate them messaging you back, but while you're anticipating it, you think to yourself, all right, let me just check if they responded yet. And then you click on the chat, and then that's when they're gonna respond. I basically spawn camped. Like, damn, like, yo, you ain't even give me a chance to like back away. Like, you ain't want to respond the whole time. But right when I'm checking back to see if you replied, that's when you're gonna reply. That's the worst feeling in the world, bro.
Is it love changing your slang into full government sentences? Like I say, I bet, and autocorrect changes it to, all right, I suppose that works. Huh? Who do you think I am? A 38-year-old English professor with a Bluetooth earpiece? Autocorrect really be trying to gentrify my whole personality. It's like I'm texting in MLA format, and it's trying to turn me into LinkedIn Premium. Bro becomes brochure. I'm chillin' turns into I am chilling. And then there's the reverse. Sometimes you actually try to type something normal like duck, and just full send.
Is the F-bomb to your grandma. So
Why
now
would it autocorrect duck?
I'm out here
triple checking every message like I'm defusing a bomb because my keyboard wants to cosplay as my worst enemy.
That's why you gotta turn off autocorrect, bro. I'm telling you right now, don't have autocorrect on. If you make a mistake, do better next time.
Why the fuck do people have the absolute worst concept of what being productive means during summer? Like, bro, you just spent 7 hours straight doom scrolling.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, I've never had a productive summer in high school or middle school. Bro, it's crazy because if you really think about it, summer is like our COVID or quarantine. Summer is like the time where you should actually be changing your habits, becoming a better version of you. But I feel like everybody just kind of vibes. I don't think I can think of one summer where I was like, yo, Salah, that was a very productive summer. You learned a lot of things. No, never.
100 TikToks, watched 3 podcast clips you don't even understand, and then hit the gym for
exactly 53 minutes.
Bro, I think the worst part of being unproductive, y'all ever like are on the brink of going to sleep and then you're like, you know what? Let me just look at this one little TikTok, one little IG reel, and then you just so happen to just find yourself on just like one more hour of just nonstop binging terrible things. That's one of the worst feelings to ever have, bro.
And now you think you're the next CEO of a Fortune 500 company? You're not productive. You just sweated for an hour and then immediately laid back down in bed like it was a reward from the gods. Meanwhile, your screen time says 10 hours and 47 minutes. But sure, King, let's act like you're crushing life. These are the same people that'll hit you with,
Bro, you gotta be on your grind this summer.
Literally.
my brother, you just spent 3 hours watching street interviews and prank fails. You are not on a grind. You're
Yeah,
on
hey, bro, it's one thing if I actually spend my time watching things that are like very informational. What are you talking about? I'm watching fits from celebrities. I'm watching celebrities do interviews about what they're wearing today. I'm watching Keith Lee review food I'll never try from a state all the way north. My goodness, bro. It's terrible.
They'll post some vague quote like, discipline and tilted motivation, on their Instagram story, right after taking a nap they didn't earn. And don't even get me started on the 5 a.m. club people. You wake up early, post a picture of your shoes, then go right back to sleep like we didn't see.
Bro, is it a canon event that we all had an era where we just like woke up early because we thought that it would change our lives better? I feel like we all had our cold shower era. We all had waking up early and then just having a boost of motivation. But I try that and I'm like, there's no way I could actually keep this up for like the remainder of my life. Bro, cold showers, I'm not gonna lie, I like my showers warm. And waking up early, I'm a night person. It's hard to wake up early in the morning when you're a night person, bro.
You playing dead on Snap 10 minutes later. Let's be serious. These type of people piss me off so much. Follow if your version of productivity is chaotic, but at least you're self-aware about it. Or
Generally speaking, have y'all ever talked to someone that you might have been interested in and then you find yourself up for like 8 hours? Am I the only one that feels guilty like ending FaceTime calls or like calls in general? Like I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna just keep talking until you just want to end it. I don't know. I know that's immature, but that's just me. I don't want to ever be the one to end it. And it's like, it really does waste your time. Nothing wastes your time more than a FaceTime call.
does every friend group got that one friend who's just permanently moist? Like,
Yo, we gotta find better way with words, bro.
bro, why is this summer's heat on a different level?
It was, I ain't
Why
gonna
the fuck
lie.
do bad dreams feel more real than real life sometimes? Like I wake up mid-panic thinking I just got expelled, arrested, divorced, and evicted all at once.
I will say, bro, nothing makes you appreciate your life much more than having a bad dream that feels super realistic, bro. I had a bad dream where I jumped off a bridge. I was like, dude, bro, I've never had bad thoughts like this. And then I remember waking up and I was like, wow.
And then I slowly realize I'm just in bed, sweating. Like, damn, I
And
didn't
actually crash my mom's
Car into a
Chick-fil-A drive-thru. Cool, love that for me.
Bro, has anyone ever had a dream that like you physically just cannot talk about because it's so disturbing that people will look at you weird? Please tell me I'm not the only one.
I'll legit sit there blinking like I just got sent back from the Shadow Realm. I'm looking around my room like I just respawned after a boss fight. Phone, still here. Grades, still bad but not expelled. Mom, still mad but not disowning me. Life, kinda mid.
but I'll take it.
And for the next 30 minutes, I'm suddenly the most grateful person alive. I'm out here like, wow, walls, a blanket, my PlayStation, oxygen. What a blessing. Meanwhile, 2 hours ago, I was
Throwing hands with a demon in a Waffle House
bathroom in my sleep.
Why do our brains even do that? Like, thank you, subconscious, for giving me a full-scale emotional trauma simulation. For fun. Then you wake up and it's like,
Oh, we're fine.
But I feel like you become super grateful when you do wake up from that bad dream, bro.
why the fuck is sitting at a red light with a homeless dude right next to you the most awkward boss battle of modern life? Like,
No, bro, nothing is worse than actually knowing you're a person that helps the homeless and then they actually catch you in an instance where you're broke or like you don't have no cash. Like that is one of the most terrible feelings because I know people be lying like shit when they talking about, oh, like I don't have any money, I'm sorry. But I be feeling bad, like I did something wrong. Yo, to everyone that's homeless, I just want to say, if I don't have cash, bro, I'm being real. Like, cause if I did, I would spare you some change.
why the fuck does every friend group got that one friend who turns into a national security agency when it's time to send pictures? Like, we took these photos together, my guy. I was there. I posed. I served.
Bro, I hate a friend that will not send you a picture because they don't look good. Yo, stop being selfish, bro. Look, I understand. Not all of us are gonna look our best, but yo, you know I look like a model in this one. Just let me post it. I don't know if this is a hot take or not. I don't care if you have a photo of you that is ugly. If I think you look attractive, then you're attractive. If I'm attracted to a girl, she can make an ugly face, bro. I don't care. Like, I know how you look normally. At the end of the day, I know you're attractive. I feel like a lot of people have this misconception that if you take an ugly photo, that's how people are gonna perceive you. No, we've seen countless pictures of you before. We know how you look. An ugly photo is not gonna do anything.
I looked so good. And now you're acting like the pics are classified government documents. Like, bro, you took the pictures on your phone, not with the nuclear codes. You'd think I asked him to hand over his social security number just to get a cute pic of me throwing peace signs at the beach. He'll hit me with the
You
classic.
know, I hate a friend that lags way too long on actually sending a pictures if we just took it.
Oh yeah, I'll send them later. That was 3
President.
You know what I also hate? Anyone is ever like the designated like picture taker and then you take the most crisp photos of someone and then when it's their turn, they give you the craziest slot. Oh my goodness. If you're gonna take pictures of me, for the love of God, stop spamming the photos. No, bro, you're acting like I'm gonna change my whole like pose if you keep like, stop. Take your time, direct me what to do and then take the photo. Stop spamming that shit. Because I be looking at the 1,000 pictures you take and I'm like, bro, all of these are chopped.
Why the fuck is it that every time I'm in the shower, the water starts sounding like a full-blown horror movie? Like I'll be shampooing my hair, vibing to music, and all of a sudden it sounds like my entire family is getting
absolutely annihilated in the living room.
I can't relate to this. I will say as a kid, this is how I felt going to the bathroom alone. But as a grown-ass man, I love the shower. Am I the only one that genuinely like loves a good shower? Like you playing music and you're just like vibing in the shower, just thinking. No thoughts, just vibes. I love a good long shower, bro.
like I'm hearing bangs, footsteps, drawers slamming, maybe even a scream. And I'm just standing there butt naked, holding a loofah like it's a weapon. Like, what do you want me to do?
No! Y'all ever like take a shower midway and then you're like, oh shit, I forgot my phone. And then you like literally leave the shower butt ass naked so you can grab your phone. And then there's kind of like water dripping on the floor. Or is it just me?
Intervene? In a towel? Bro, I can't even open my eyes fully.
Why the fuck are parents always trying to rage bait like it's a competitive sport? Like the argument will be over, done, and your mom will still be in the kitchen fake slamming dishes like she's auditioning for a soap opera. And you're just sitting in your room trying to calm down. But every 2 minutes you hear her mumbling like,
No one appreciates what I do around here.
like, bro, the rage baiting is working at this point. And then
I don't relate to this, but I will say, I don't like people that bring up your past mistakes. You know you changed and you're a better person and they bring up some shit that happened like a long time ago to try to remind you of something you've done.
she grabs the phone, calls your aunt or your grandma or some poor soul, and suddenly becomes a certified fiction author. She's like, yeah, and then they looked me in the face and said, I hate you, and tried to square up. Like what? I just said I didn't want to eat spaghetti today. And don't even get me started on that Oscar-winning line.
Hey, bro, nothing is worse than a parent that over-exaggerates to your relatives that you're actually a terrible person. Parents that will make a push sound like a slap. Not that I've ever pushed my parents, but I'm just saying, like, that's crazy.
I guess I'm just a bad mom.
Like, what do you want me to do with that? Validate your trauma? Write you a Mother's Day card on a Tuesday? Or the worst one, I could die tomorrow and no one would even notice. Hello? What kind of Why the fuck does no one talk about that one weird moment in childhood where your brain just randomly gained consciousness? Like, I swear, one day I was 4 years old vibing in life, just chewing on crayons and chasing a kickball, and then boom.
When do y'all think y'all were actually like conscious? Like every day felt like an actual day. I would say to me it was like 3rd grade.
Brain just booted up mid-recess.
I'm sitting there in the mulch like, wait, who am I? What is this place? Who are these little humans running around me?
Am I the only one that used to like being a line leader? Is that like a canon event that being a line leader was like low-key kind of him back then? Like you would dead ass have, you know, hella cool points for leading the line, bro. Why did they make that such a flex?
Why the fuck is it that every time there's freshly cut watermelon on the kitchen counter, I turn into a literal menace? Like I see it in that bowl, all cute in those little perfect cubes, and suddenly
I'm possessed.
Yo, when people say they hate watermelon, they're trying to be different. Watermelon in its purest form where it's juicy, nothing is better than that, bro. Nothing is better than that with some tahini or chamoy. To all my Hispanics, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You put a little bit of tahini, a little bit of chamoy, oh, your mouth just... Yo, my shit just drooling just even talking about it, bro.
I eat a couple pieces.
walk away like I've got self-control, and then 5 seconds later, I'm back like it's round 2 of a boxing match. Like, why is cut watermelon so powerful? When it's whole, it just looks like a fat green bowling ball. But the second it's diced up and chilling on the counter.
Oh, 100%. No. It being diced up makes it just much better.
Why the fuck is it that this summer break has been painfully boring? Like you know it's bad when you open TikTok, scroll for 10 seconds, close it. Then open Instagram, scroll for 2 seconds, close it. And then just stare at your wall like you're waiting for it to start talking. Like, bro.
Okay, what did y'all do for summer? I feel like when you're young, you don't even have control of what you gonna do for the day. Like, even if you did want to go outside, you have no choice. Your parents are gonna tell you whether you could go outside or not. Number two, you don't got money. To everyone that's in college, I feel like summer is not bad though. College summers ain't that bad.
Even the apps that are specifically
Designed to rot my brain aren't hitting anymore.
TikTok used to have me in a chokehold. Now I'm just scrolling like, seen it.
What would y'all say is peak TikTok? Like, what was peak TikTok era?
Who asked? Seen it. At this point, I think I need medical help. I'm so bored I'm checking the fridge for the 5th time like new food's gonna magic.
No, 2020 was peak TikTok. 2020, 2021, during that COVID pandemic, yeah, that's definitely the best era. Like, even though we're probably gonna look back at it and cringe, at the time, it was golden. And it's crazy because I feel like before the pandemic, everybody low-key saw TikTok as cringe. But right when that pandemic hit, everybody was on the wave.
Why the fuck does someone always hit you with the, yo, I gotta tell you something, and then say,
Never mind.
Dude, this is elite tier rage bait. No, this was rage bait before the rage bait. If you're not gonna tell me what you were gonna say, then shut your ass up, bro. But now it's like the anticipation of you saying you were gonna tell me something. Don't do this, please. I don't care how dumb what you were gonna tell me is, just tell me.
Don't piss me off, little bro.
oh, this is just next level rage baiting at this point. That is psychological warfare. That's not a casual sentence. That's a full-blown mental cliffhanger. You can't just dangle mystery in front of my face like I'm watching a Netflix trailer and then pull the plug like I'm on a free trial.
Another thing, bro, and I know a lot of y'all could relate to this. When you're talking to someone and then like they talk over you and that made you forget what you were gonna say, and the fact that you genuinely can't think of what you were gonna say. And here's the thing, I don't care if what I was gonna say was dumb. I just wanna remember what I was gonna tell you. I don't care if I was talking about freaking pine trees, bro. Losing your thought is one of the biggest pet peeves that I have, bro. Nothing annoys me more than that. Real talk.
Second I hear I have to tell you something, my brain stops functioning. Like I'm ready, I'm locked in, I cleared my schedule. And then they hit you with,
Oh, actually,
Never mind, it's not that deep.
Or, bro, when somebody messages you, you reply and then they just go ghost. I wasn't the one interested in this conversation. You hit me up. You was trying to contact me. The least you could do is give me the courtesy of telling me what you were gonna ask me. Don't do that. If you're not gonna go through with your conversation, do not text me, dude.
yes, it is that deep. You already planted the seed of chaos. You can't just walk away.
I'm literally about to sock you in the face if you don't tell me what it was.
Now I'm spiraling. Did someone talk trash about me? Am I adopted? Is this about that thing I said in 5th grade? What did you hear? My anxiety is in a boxing ring with my imagination.
Bro, you want to talk about anxiety? Bro, the feeling of being told like, ooh, you're in trouble without knowing what you were in trouble for was peak anxiety, bro.
And both of them are winning. And then when you press them, they be like, it's not that serious, I just forgot. Bro, I will remind you. I will retrace your entire thought process, build a timeline, make a flowchart if I have to. If you don't tell me right now, I'm going to be thinking about this until I found out.
Real talk.
Why the fuck is it that the second I sit in the front seat during a road trip, the back seats
Turns into Coachella. Like when I was back there, it
was dead silent, not a peep. But the moment I...
Yo, I'm tripping, or is shotgun always the best seat? I 9 times out of 10 would rather pick the shotgun seat because at the end of the day, I care about how comfortable I am. I don't want to be in the back seat. And God forbid, I hate being in the middle. The middle is always the worst seat. Let's be real. You're squished up at the end of the day. At the very least, give me a window seat. But shotgun is the best because let's be real. If you're in shotgun seat, you controlling the music. If not you, it's the driver.
Claim shotgun, suddenly everyone in the back discovers joy, laughter, and the meaning of life. I turn around for 2 seconds and they're all giggling, screaming, making TikToks, playing some weird group game I've never heard of. Someone brought snacks, someone else pulled out a speaker. I swear I saw confetti one time. And I'm just up front like a divorced Uber driver, silently navigating Google Maps while wondering why I didn't just walk. And then I make the mistake of asking, what's so funny? And they hit me with the,
you had to be there. Hello, I'm
literally 5 feet away. I am there. But apparently there's some...
I don't know what friends y'all got, but nah, we all talk about each other's jokes.
Why the fuck is it that every time I cook, I set my spawn point at the kitchen sink? Like, bro, why do I keep respawning at the faucet after...
I actually don't cook. I just be door dashing. I can't relate to this.
Do y'all remember how we used to act when our mom didn't come home on time? Like, I swear she said she'd be home at...
Dude, no, that's fact, bruh. Most of the times, I feel like our parents be having set times when they come home for work. Nothing is scarier than your mom, like, I don't know if it's your dad, your mom, or guardian, saying they're coming home at this time, and then you text them, and they not even responding, bruh. They're not even responding, and you're like, yo, bro, it's nighttime, yo, where they at? Yo, that's real, bruh.
PM, and the second it hits 6:01, My brain is already writing her obituary. I would think that she died or something.
Dead
I'd
ass,
already
bro.
imagine a life 20 years down the life without a mother. I'm pacing around the house like a detective in a Netflix crime doc. I'm checking the driveway every 10 seconds like I'm waiting on a pizza delivery. Looking out the blinds like I'm in a hostage situation. And then when it hits 7,
That's when the full panic sets in.
Real talk.
I'm Googling.
what to do when your mom is missing but you're only 11 years old. I was seconds away
Okay,
from
I never did that. The only time I use Google to search up questions is whenever I'm sick. Yo, Google, I have a headache. Does that mean I have cancer? That's the type of shit I used to search.
911 like, hi, yes, my mom went to Walgreens and hasn't returned. It's been 1 hour. I think she got abducted. And it was always the most dramatic thoughts, too. I'd be like, okay,
What if she crashed?
What if I'm an orphan now?
Wow.
Why the fuck does summer feel like I'm stuck in the world's laziest time loop? Like, no, seriously, every day is just the same exact episode on repeat. I wake up, scroll my phone like I've got stock in TikTok, eat a suspicious breakfast at 1 p.m., go to the gym,
Pretending I'm gonna get shredded?
only to come back and cancel it all out with a bag of hot Cheetos and a
What do y'all think is like the biggest scam when it comes to going to the gym? I'll be honest, I feel like, bro, knowing that you could work out and then potentially lose your gains is perhaps one of the worst heartbreaking things you could endure, bro. Because I remember there was one time where my body was looking right. But what do you mean because I stopped going to the gym that it's gonna just go back to normal? I don't stay at like a certain amount of strength the whole time. You could lose muscle.
why the fuck does every friend group got that one friend who's just the lamest human to exist during summer? Like you hit him up, yo, let's go outside, and he hits you with,
And do what, bro? What do you mean, do what?
Yo, no, I just hate somebody that never wants to go out, but the time that they do want to go out is like the time you genuinely just can't go.
it's summer. How about we not just play video games inside all day? You're supposed to be making memories, not speed-running cabin fever. This man acts like the sun is a personal threat. You say, let's hit the park. He says, too hot. You say, let's go get ice cream. He says, too far. You say, let's hit the pool. And he really hits me with that, too hot for that too. Why the fuck is it that waking up early in the summer is damn near impossible? Like, bro, the night before, I was in.
Nah, it really just depends on when you sleep.
why the fuck does every one of those TikTok movie pages post a part 1?
And then vanish like a fart in the wind.
Dude, y'all know what I hate? Y'all ever have someone that was trying to like mimic like a viral trend? Like, I don't know, like if you stick a charger into a watermelon, it's gonna charge your phone. And then they have like the clock timer and they're like, oh, all right, let's test to see if it works. And then they're like, follow for part 2. And then part 2 is never there. You were early to it. So you don't even know what happens, bro. Y'all that copy those viral trends and do a part 2 so you can get your follows, I genuinely despise you. You are the worst people alive.
Like, bro, why would you post the most dramatic, emotionally gripping cliffhanger in history just to disappear into the abyss? I'm over here watching a whole cinematic universe unfold on my For You page. And then what? I go to their page, click on their profile with hope in my heart, and what do I see? Part 1. That's it. No part 2. No continuation. Just part 1. And a bunch of random reposts like, sir, where is part 2? Where is the conclusion to the story you started? I didn't just emotionally commit to the rise and fall of this random couple from a Netflix show just to be left on red by your content. And they'll even caption it, like for part 2, like some kind of hostage negotiation. Nah, bro, don't play with me like that. I will personally start a petition to ban your account for emotional terrorism. At this point,
Yeah, I feel like a lot of them just use part 2s so that they could actually just garner more followers. Like, I understand it from a business standpoint, but bro, it's like, come on, bro. There's no way you're trying to blow up based off of like movie trailers. I don't think that's how you're gonna become the next Mr. Beast, bro. Show your face. Next up.
Bro, tell me why I saw my teacher at Target the other day buying toilet paper, and I almost died from embarrassment.
Bro, I feel like the most awkward scenarios is seeing your teachers out in public. I don't know why. I don't know what type of hide and go seek teachers play in the real world. I feel like it's damn near impossible to see them. So when you do catch one, it's damn near like meeting a celebrity. I'm like, wait, hold on. We're from the same city? Like, I know you teach in my area, but why is it that I'm catching you in the real world?
Like, don't get me wrong, I know y'all are technically human, but you're supposed to disappear after school hours. You're like NPCs. Once the bell rings, you vanish. That's
Facts.
the rule. I'm just in there casually trying to grab some gushers, and next thing I know, I make direct eye contact with Mr. Johnson, standing there holding a 24
Pack of Charmin Ultra Soft, like,
He's about to lay a dookie in aisle 7. Like,
Okay, that's TMI, man. Yo, y'all ever meet your elementary school teacher and they don't remember you? Or just any teacher in general? I remember I met my elementary school teacher in like Yogurtland. It's like a frozen yogurt. And then I'm like, oh, like, are you Miss XYZ? And they're like, oh yeah. Oh, like, do you remember me? Like, yeah, you went to elementary school, right? But I don't want to bother and ask them, like, do you remember my name? But if we're being real, they have no reason to remember your name. Let's be honest. There's no reason to. They deal with thousands of children. They're not going to remember you.
Why the fuck is it that every time I try to leave a group conversation, someone magically keeps it going? Like, bro, I already said goodbye to everyone.
I already dapped y'all up 7 different ways and hit that.
All right, I'm out.
Yeah, no. That is definitely annoying. When you actually give up your final dap up that you gotta leave, and then someone can't get the gist, bro. If my body is in this direction and I'm looking at you like, yeah, bro, and you're still giving me a conversation when you know I'm looking the other way, you're actually a terrible person. Just look at my body, bro. Pause.
Why the fuck is it that every time I come home from college, I realize my parents don't actually eat real food anymore? Like, bro, I'll walk in the house starving, ready to raid the fridge like it's a 3-star Michelin buffet, and all I find
Yo, I feel like I be taking my parents' food for granted.
is some expired whole milk
A
and
singular head of lettuce.
What happened to food?
real, edible, chewable food. Why the fuck is it called Love Island when there is not a singular ounce of love in the entire show?
No, that's facts. I don't care what anyone says, bro. I feel like the whole concept of Love Island is fake. None of them actually love each other, and if they do love each other, they're doing it for brand deals. They know if they're together, they can just make more money. I'm sorry, you're not gonna find love in a show where everybody's making out, tonguing each other down, feeding each other milk and food and all of that, and just grabbing each other's ass. That's literally Freak Island, bro. It's literally just hookup culture.
Like, I've seen clips from this show, and I swear it's just one
Long twerk compilation with occasional eye contact.
You can't tell me that's love. And don't hit me with, but they're finding themselves. Finding what? You mean 5 different partners in the span of 2 weeks? Bro, every time someone says,
I think I've found a real connection. It's followed up.
by a 3-second montage of them making
Am I the only one? If you like someone, it actually bothers you knowing that they're like around the presence of other people. Maybe not presence, but like it bothers you knowing like they might intimately interact with someone else. That's why I feel like this show is so fake. Cause it's like, if I'm actually interested in a girl and I see that girl making out with someone else, like I'm gonna physically feel some type of way.
out with somebody else in a hot tub. Like, what part of this equation screams love to you? You can't call it Love Island when 90% of the show is just slow-mo shots of people breaking up while wearing sunglasses indoors. This isn't a romance show. It's a beautifully lit disaster simulator. They'll literally be like, I'm really falling for her. And then 3 hours later, they're in the confession booth talking about, I just want to explore my options.
No, dead ass, bro.
Explore what? The island's like 500 square feet. Sit down. And don't even get me started.
I don't watch Love Island like that, but the drama is definitely interesting. Anyways, YouTube, that does conclude the Roblox story times. Let me know if y'all related to anything of that. Let me know of any other relatable things that y'all know about. Make sure you guys subscribe, join us on Twitch, all that good stuff, man. Likes are for life. Love y'all.